St. Kate's Volleyball is on the air from St. Paul as we welcome you to the Butler Center on the campus of St. Catherine University. Matt Nelson with you for tonight's broadcast as we bring you MIAC Volleyball live from St. Paul. It's the Cats and the Oles as St. Catherine University and their Wildcats host St. Olaf and the Oles. What's up, everybody? Matt Nelson alongside engineer Glenn Thompson. St. Olaf's had a tough season, 8-18 overall, 0-9 in the MIAC. The Wildcats, a much improved campaign from the prior season, 17-12, 3-6 in the MIAC. Let's get into it with our coaches interview as we do each and every broadcast with head coach Corey Phelps.
MIAC Volleyball is on the air. Your St. Kate's University Wildcats tonight in action, a Wednesday night tilt against St. Olaf at home. With that, we bring you into the office of head coach Corey Phelps. And we're not just going to talk about the Kansas City Royals up 1-0 over the Metropolitans down there in Kansas City. Maybe we'll talk about it at the end. But first, let's talk about St. Kate's and this volleyball team. You guys have continued to improve as the season has gone along. Huge win last time out in Whitewater against Wartburg.
Yeah, that was a statement match for us. We played them a week before, and they handled us very easily in 3. We didn't find a rhythm the whole match, and the fact that we were able to go out right away, win the first 2 sets, and play well throughout, and bring it to a crescendo, if you will, in the 5th, was the match of the season for us so far.
Yeah, we talked about it before coming on air. We might as well talk about it on air. But this is the part of the season where now you can make a statement and you can get up to 6th place if you win out the rest of the year. There are scenarios where that happens. You go from 11th in 2014 to 6th in 2015. That's progress. That's a huge jump. That's getting better. For the kind of stuff that coaches lose sleep over as you think back to some of the matches earlier on in the season and the progress you guys have made. And without much imagination, this could have been a playoff team, but still, these next 2 matches are huge going in and looking ahead to 16.
They are huge for us. We have had a very good year. I think that in this conference, as you know, there are a ton of scenarios, even still, that could play out. We could finish from anywhere from tied with 6th to 10th still. So we still have some work to do, and we don't want to overlook anyone in this conference, as you know. But had a couple matches gone differently, and looking back on the season, there are only a couple that I think we should have probably won that we didn't. Unfortunately, both of those were conference matches that have come back to haunt me a little bit.
What do you know about St. Olaf? They've had a tough year.
They have had a tough year, but again, they're playing well against good teams. They took St. Mary's to 5. They took one other team in the conference, I don't remember, that's in the top 4 to 5 sets. They're a good team. Their record does not reflect that, but we were there a year ago. You know, we were a very good team. We just couldn't get over the hump. So they're not that much different. I look for this to be a typical MIAC conference match, and they're going to come out swinging, and it's going to be a battle.
For your vets, this is a bittersweet time, isn't it? They're winding down their careers. There's still some business at hand, and you think back to their 4 years here at St. Kate's, but it's a fun time, but bittersweet.
It is definitely, and it's one where I always have a little concern in the back of my head for those seniors who they know that it's the end of the road for them, and emotions run high, and they want to finish well, and if the team starts to struggle, what do they do? Do they check out? Do they push even harder? So hoping that plays out in a good way in the next 2 matches.
Let's talk briefly about progress. We talked about the progress your team has made. Earlier on in the season, I always like to goad coaches. Name me a couple who have really stood out to you, who might make an impact right away. How about as far as progress is concerned? Who has made the most progress on this team from our first show? When was that? In late September against St. Thomas to here tonight on a cold, rainy night against St. Olaf?
2 people come to mind. Shanae Hurd, who has been a staple in our defense all along, but she has improved more this year than I expected her to. She had a career high against Wartburg on our last match at 40 digs and is seemingly everywhere she needs to be. She knows her job, and she knows it really well, and she's been awesome for us this year. And the other one...
Is there anybody better in the conference at that libero spot?
You want my unbiased opinion or my biased opinion?
Either.
I think
I haven't seen one. If there is, that's why I asked.
I think that she's as good as you're going to find night in, night out. I think that there are other girls that are close to her statistically, but if I had to choose, I would pick her every time. And the other one that comes to mind is Maria Davis. She's a kid who played in a a small handful of matches a year ago, and quite frankly, this year I was just not sure what she was going to be able to do for us, and she stepped up in a huge way, and she is our top setter right now without question, and she's confident and running a good offense, and it's really exciting for me to see someone grow that quickly in just a year's time.
One of those players that gives you no excuse but to play them, right?
Right.
All right. Now, St. Olaf, we wish you guys the best of luck with that tonight. We're going to be upstairs. We're going to be watching. We're going to be enjoying it. Royals and the Mets. Kansas City. You're a huge Kansas City fan.
Yes.
I fell asleep last night, much to my dismay, when I awoke and picked up the smartphone. Are they going to bring this thing home? Are they going to bring that title to Kansas City? They came up one game short last year.
They did. I certainly hope they do. I did not fall asleep. I was up for every play. It was a great win, a great comeback. They have the tools, but the Mets are a very good team. So I'm going to be very politically correct, just like I am with the MIAC conference matches, and say it's probably going to be a battle right down to 7 again, and we'll see what happens.
I don't know if my wife can take it. You know, she's from Kansas City, so we'll have to put out the watch for you guys to keep the heart monitor on you guys. Coach, always fun to catch up. We'll do it again on Friday against Hamlin, but for tonight, best of luck against the Oles.
Thank you, sir.
All right, big thanks, head coach Corey Phelps. Hey, it's senior night here tonight at the Butler Center in St. Paul. I'm going to send it downstairs. We'll pick up the public address feed and honor these seniors with St. Kate's and their Wildcats. Enjoy senior night.
For fitness
or grandparent, St. Kate's student athlete, please stand now so you can be recognized.
Parent.
Make sure you hug your daughter and increase her allowance.
My bad, folks. I said it was senior night. It's parents' night. So a nice little trinket for the parents upstairs. The team got to run some flowers up to their parents, filling up the bleachers here tonight at the Butler Center, so that's cool. Always a fun tradition each and every year. Senior night will be Friday against Hamlin. Parent night tonight against St. Olaf. Let's send it downstairs for the anthem. And we are ready for MIAC Volleyball from St. Paul and St. Catherine University. It's Butler Center. We welcome you back in, Matt Nelson, alongside of Glenn Thompson. Let's set the stage for you here tonight. St. Olaf and the Oles, they come into town with a record of 8-18 on the season. They are 0-9 in the MIAC. They have pushed a couple of teams to the brink in the MIAC. As you take a look at their schedule, they played St. Mary's in Winona to a 5-set loss, as well as in St. Paul and St. Thomas, a 3-2 loss in 5 sets there as well. So 0-9. They've played some close sets, but it's a team that has lost their last 15 matches. For St. Kate's and the Wildcats, 17-12 on the season, 3-6 in the MIAC. Head coach Corey Phelps is in his 6th season. And last time out for the Wildcats, a 3-2 5-set victory against Wartburg in Whitewater, and that was a huge win. Number 3 team in the region is Wartburg, and that was just a big pick-me-up for St. Kate's coming into these last 2 matches of their conference season. And they're both very winnable matches. They'll need to show up to finish off the home schedule. They've got St. Olaf and Hamlin, obviously tonight. St. Olaf 0-9, but then you find Hamlin at 3-6, same record as the Wildcats. So that should be a close and competitive match. taking a look for the Oles. Really, their standouts this season have been Catherine Johnson and Megan Grimes, both with more than 2 1/3 kills per set. Johnson, very good hitter, hitting .233 with 21 service aces. She is a senior out of Chesterfield, Missouri. For the Wildcats and Corey Phelps, Shanae Hurd. Boy, what a job this libero has done. She's been sensational all year long. Tonight she wears the yellow libero jersey, wearing the number 6. 40 digs her last time out against Wartburg. That was a career high for Shanae. The crowd is ready. The teams have taken the court as you watch along at home. Going from right to left, wearing the home whites with purple numerals, trimmed in gold and purple with black trunks is the Wildcats, and going from left to right, black tops and trousers with the old gold numerals, white and old gold piping is St. Olaf and the Oles. Plenty of action around the MIAC tonight. We'll keep you apprised of all of it as we'll check the out-of-town scoreboard throughout the broadcast. Wildcats will start it with Palmer, Besch, along with Davis, Zier, Lindenfelser, and Sabrina Astor. Davis will serve first as the Oles await, and off we go. MIAC Volleyball is on the air on TJSportsOnline.net, and right out of the gate, the Oles score. They go into the middle. Allison Curry, a freshman middle blocker out of Redwood Falls, Minnesota, averaging just over a kill per set, has her first. The Oles are on the board. St. Kate's, they'll set it to the left side where Esther managed to get a left hand on it. The Oles will set left side. Abby Carpenter took a swing at it. Lyndon Felser was there to dig it out. Wildcats left side. Big swing by Abby Palmer. And she buried it down just in front of Angela Fusselman. So a point Palmer, and we're tied at 1 apiece. The email address, if you'd like to reach out to our booth here tonight from our executive studios in St. Paul on the St. Kate's campus, is wildcatsbooth@gmail.com. Let us know where you're listening from on this cold, dreary night in the land of 10,000 lakes. Amber Zier is on the board. They go into the middle, and the senior out of Le Sueur, Minnesota, is her first. It's 2-1 St. Kate's. Palmer goes back to serve it. Good pass goes forward into the middle. Swinging there was Katie Payne. A joust at the net as the Wildcats send it back over. Carpenter retreats. She'll get another swing at it. Hurd the dig for Davis. Pop it straight up for Lyndon Felser. Her try goes over the net. And again, the Oles will set it left side. And Abby Carpenter on her third swing of the night has her first kill. Sophomore out of Northfield has her first, and we're tied at 2 apiece. Kirsten Bork will go back to serve. Bork misfires that one into the net. First service error for either team. Bork having a good season. Just under a 6 assists per set on a team that has struggled offensively. Good defensive player as well. More than 2 digs per set as well. Carpenter left side over the double block with a roll shot. Palmer digs. Davis, Besch middle scores. Alyssa Besch, senior, Apple Valley Eastview High School, having a tremendous senior season for the Wildcats. More than 2.5 kills per set, hitting at .244. And more than a half a block per contest as well. Has her first kill. It's 4-2. Into the middle go the Oles. Blocked and turned away was Catherine Johnson. So Carpenter fires away yet again and scores it over the blockers. A nice looking shot for Abby Carpenter. Her second kill. She has 2 of the 3 points for St. Olaf. And they trail it by 1 early to the home Wildcats, 4-3. Carpenter, short serve, Lindenfelser, overpass. Payne decides to set up the offense. It's tapped over by Johnson and chased down by Palmer. Lindenfelser, roll shot into the middle of the floor. Bork sets near side, attacking was Johnson. Dug out Davis, now Hurd. Palmer approaches and fires away a roll shot. Fusselman the dig, left side swing, Megan Grimes, and she buried it as Grimes got the better of Shanae Hurd and tied it at 4-4. Carpenter back to serve. Lindenfelser, good pass Davis. Besch again in the middle. That's dug out by Fusselman. Wildcats will try middle again. This time Besch goes to the tip shot. That's kept alive, but in the net was called. The Oles were able to chase it down, but one of the diving players on their way up came up into the middle of the net, and it resulted in a point for St. Kate's. 5-4 is your score. Our engineer tonight is a cult hero on the St. Kate's campus. None other than the incomparable Glenn Thompson. Poor pass from Fusselman forces an overpass by Kirsten Bork. Wildcats set the right side. Zoe Barr's in for the first time, and she mishit it long. We're tied at 5 apiece. Auspicious start for Corey Phelps and his team at 5-5, a match that they thought they had a chance to dominate. And Besch, another hitting error as the block was in front of her. Besch came up and smacked it right into the middle of the net. The Oles lead it now, 6-5. Levenhagen is in as the new setter for the Wildcats. She'll get it here. She'll set Besch middle, tips it into the back corner and misses everything. Point Oles, 7-5 now. This is a winless St. Olaf team with an early lead in set number 1 at 7-5. Palmer for Levenhagen. Lindenfelser tip shot. Dug out Carpenter. That's Bork setting Johnson. Nothing doing as it's dug out of the back row. Lindenfelser tries. Cross-court shot, missed everything again as Carpenter peeled off of it. Another hitting error for the Wildcats. Makes it an 8-5 lead for St. Olaf. Terrible start hitting for St. Kate's at just 100. St. Olaf a healthy 3:08 in the early going. Barr left side try. That went through the block. Was it touched at the net? No, it was not. It's 9-5 St. Olaf. We were tied. Actually, the Wildcats led it 5-4. That's a 5-0 run for St. Olaf. And Coach Corey Phelps takes a timeout. It's 9-5 St. Olaf. The players take a timeout. We'll do the same for the first time. You're listening to Wildcat Volleyball on TJSportsOnline.net.
In beverage solutions since 1955 is Midwest Vending, servicing organizations large and small throughout the Twin Cities, including St. Catherine's University. Proud to offer unwavering integrity, in-demand products, innovative technology, and personal attention. Give them a call at 952-707-1990 or visit MidwestVending.com. For fitness equipment, treadmills, home gyms, exercise bikes, weights, and more, it's Push Pedal Pull. The exercise equipment experts, ready to help you with your fitness needs. Online at pushpedalpull.com, a proud supporter of St. Kate's Wildcat Sports.
This is Eric Stacy, Athletic Director at St. Catherine University. You're listening to St. Kate's Athletics. Go Wildcats.
Oh, 5 straight in the early going for St. Olaf. They've come back from a 5-4 deficit to take a 9-5 lead over the Wildcats. We welcome you back in with the only serving and Katie Payne. Barr tip shot, got it through and ran right into the net. It's 10-5. Goodness gracious, the Wildcats really are playing some of their most lackluster volleyball that I've seen them play all season long. Careless mistakes. That one was going to be long, and Lindenfelser kept it alive. Got it ahead for Besch, and she pounded it down. So they go to their veteran Besch, and she connects to make it just a 4-point deficit now at 10-6. Lindenfelser will go back to serve it. Wildcats and Oles. Serve is away, passed ahead by Fusselman. That'll be Bork setting the right side. Johnson, dug out by St. Kate's. Barr squeezed it through the block. Oles kept it alive. Carpenter chased it down, and Bork sent it over. Levenhagen, slide, Besch cross-court shot, missed it all again. Wildcats struggling offensively, 11-6 lead for St. Olaf. Alt Weaver, interim head coach for the Oles, has to be pleased with how his team has played up until this point. Palmer, attack dug out. Left side, Grimes splits Lindenfelser and Hurd. It's 12-6. So 12-6 lead, and a misfire by the Oles as Catherine Johnson comes up short into the net. Second service error of the night for the Oles. So of the 7 points from St. Kate's, 2 kills And 2 service errors constitute 4 of those 7 points right now. Lindenfelser chases it down. Levenhagen for bar right side try. That's going to be good for a kill as Fusselman launches it into the bleachers. The deficit is 4 for St. Kate's. If they want to win this first set and get this thing done in 3, they'll have to do it in come from behind fashion in set number 1. Tip shot. Palmer was ready for it. Levenhagen sends it back to number 7. She bombs one away at Carpenter, who digs it out. She'll send it back cross court. That is Bork for Grimes. Dug out to the back row. Now Barr will tip it over. Again, ready for it was Carpenter. Grimes, roll shot. Lindenfelser digs ahead. Levenhagen goes over on second contact. Her counterpart Bork chased it down. Grimes had it blocked away. The Oles kept it alive and then carried it. 12-9 is your score. The Oles hit it twice, and the lead is down to 3. Our email address, wildcatsbooth@gmail.com. We'll get you a shout out on the air. Let us know if you're listening tonight on a rainy, cold St. Paul fall night. Slide for the Oles, and they score. Allison Curry has her second kill. That's the leading total in the match right now. Her and Abby Carpenter for the Oles both have 2. And that's as many kills as I have the Wildcats for right now. I'm going to double check myself on that one. Oh, Alyssa Besh has a couple as well. So Besh, Carpenter, and Curry leading all scorers right now, but it's 14-9 St. Olaf. Into the middle, Zier attacks. That's dug out by Abby Slack. We haven't called her name much tonight, but she's getting involved for the Oles. Hurd, Lindenfelser, roll shot. Fusselman digs, now Carpenter. Lindenfelser digs that one out. Barr will get another try on the right side and misfire, but it was touched at the net. Wildcats get the tip at the net, and they're in double digits. They trail at 14-10. A 14-10 score, and Davis to the service line for the Wildcats, coming off a 5-set victory against Wartburg. A thriller in Whitewater, and an ace. Ace serve is the first of the night for either team. It belongs to Davis and cuts the Ole lead to 3. 14-11 is your score. Davis, again, that powerful top-spinning jump serve, but this one flies long, so the service game giveth and taketh away. An ace and an error on that to the service line for Davis. And the Oles fire away their serve, leading 15-11. Zier attacks. Fusselman's there to tip it out. Now Carpenter, left side roll shot through the block. Handled ahead for Davis. She'll set the right side, and the Wildcats score there with Sabrina Astor, the freshman out of Hastings. Has her first kill. Astor more than 2 kills per set, hitting .210 in this her freshman season. And again, the lead is 3, now back to 4. Palmer, service error, goes long. Second of the night for the Wildcats, as matching the Oles 2 service errors as well. 16-12 the score. Bork bores one right over the tape. Dug out Lindenfelser. Right side, Astor. Good pass by Lindenfelser. The sent by Davis found Astor, and she buried it nicely for her second kill. 16-13 Ole lead. Wildcats trying to come back. Pass sent ahead into the middle, and a hitting error for Catherine Johnson. Brings the Wildcats to within 2. Johnson hit it into the middle of the net. St. Kate's hitting .071. St. Olaf, a very robust .250. Carpenter couldn't put it down. It's kept alive. And Lindenfelser came up and hit it after it was carried by the Wildcats. So 17-14 now. The Oles lead it. Reminder, St. Kate's led 5-4 for a long run, a 5-point run for St. Olaf. Gave them that lead. Astor rocked back and managed to get a fingertip on it. Sent it over the net, and then the Oles couldn't come up with it. Johnson was there, Fusselman was there, Carpenter was there, but the ball fell to the hardwood, so a kill for Astor. 17-15 your score. Short serve and an ace. Grimes couldn't chase it down, and it's an ace for Haley Levenhagen. The second of the night, both coming from setters. Davis had the first. Now Haley Levenhagen has the second. Goes short again and hits it into the net. Wildcats creep to within one. Now the lead for the Oles back to 2, 18-16. Katie Payne to serve it. Palmer, poor pass chased down by Hurd, who gets it back to Palmer for a roll shot out of the back row. Bork chases this one down. Attacking and scoring for the Oles is Megan Grimes. Grimes on the left side connects. It's 19-16, the visiting St. Olaf on top of St. Kate's in set number 1. Who saw this one coming? Levenhagen sent back. Lindenfelser through the tape. Beautifully dug out by Johnson, but carried. It was hit twice. In the middle of the court, Bork was there. And it's 19-17. Last year, these two teams played to 5 sets. And St. Olaf came up with the win. Bork, right side. Johnson, dug out by Hurd. Overpass put down in the middle. Megan Grimes for the Oles. They're the first to 20-17. St. Kate's right now looking somewhat lethargic again offensively as well as defensively in the serve-receive game. Hurd, much better. Levenhagen for Barr. And Barr has had a really tough night. None of her attacks have been inside of the tape. We've seen her go long, and that last one missed outside. Timeout on the floor. The Oles are in the driver's seat. They lead at 21-17. You're listening to Wildcat Volleyball.
Food and beverage solution since 1955 is Midwest Vending. Servicing organizations large and small throughout the Twin Cities, including St. Catherine's University. Proud to offer unwavering integrity, in-demand products, innovative technology, and personal attention. Give them a call at 952-707-1990 or visit MidwestVending.com. For fitness equipment, treadmills, home gyms, exercise bikes, weights, and more, it's Push Pedal Pull. The exercise equipment experts, ready to help you with your fitness needs. Online at pushpedalpull.com. A proud supporter of St. Kate's Wildcat Sports.
This is Eric Stacy, Athletic Director at St. Catherine University. You're listening to St. Kate's Athletics. Go Wildcats.
Bring you back into the Butler Center in St. Paul. Matt Nelson alongside of engineer Glenn Thompson. I mentioned last season these two teams squared off, and it was a 5-set thriller in Northfield. But the home team came up with the win. Last year, St. Olaf was 7-6 at the time in conference play. And they did come up with that win. They won in extra points in the 5th set, 17-15. Levenhagen tried the left side. Palmer was blocked, but it fell out of bounds. A kill for Palmer. The junior out of Pequot Lakes has her first. It's 21-18. Wildcats booth at gmail.com. Let us know that you're listening tonight. We'll get you a shout out on air. Maybe what you're dressing up as on Halloween. That can be our volunteer answer tonight. Let us know what you're dressing up as on Halloween. We'll have a Wildcat Volleyball costume contest. St. Olaf has a hitting error. Megan Grimes misses wide. And back-to-back points for the Wildcats coming out of that timeout. It's 21-19, and the Oles are going to take their first timeout. So, I'm blabbering around here. Let me just elaborate and explain. We'll keep it here on this timeout. Sometimes the responses into Wildcats booth at gmail.com, sometimes they really go pop, and we get a lot of emails from fans watching across the country. Sometimes it's slow, but my challenge tonight to fans listening is drop us an email, wildcatsbooth at gmail.com. I want to know what you are dressing up as for Halloween.
I wear mine every day.
Glenn, you go first.
I wear my costume every day. I don't have one.
He's not wearing a costume this year for Halloween. This has gotten off to a bust of a start. I'm going to be Tom Brady this year. Crankshaft. Yeah, you do a good job playing that crankshaft. I'm going to go as Tom Brady. I'll have a deflated football, some eye black underneath my eyes. That's a good one. My wife gave me Giselle, the supermodel. And she doesn't need a costume either, just like you.
She would
Just ask me. Out of the only timeout, they put the Wildcat servers on ice, and a service error is the third of the night. It makes it 22-19. St. Kate's with only 11 kills for their 19 points. Barr is going to try it again. That time she found her mark through the block, but it was kept alive and chased down by Bork. Carpenter took a swing. Lindenfelser dug it out easily. Palmer attacks right side. It was carried by the Oles. They didn't call it. No matter. We play on. Carpenter for Lindenfelser. Back row. Bork again. Carpenter dug out Lindenfelser. Palmer. Barr brushes that one over. Tightly put to the net. Bork got it through Zier, who kept it alive. Levenhagen for Palmer. Didn't get much on her swing. They'll set slide, will the Oles. Go to a tip shot. What a dig, Hurd, but it's out of bounds. The slide works. Catherine Johnson, her first kill. Things are looking bleak for the Wildcats. 23-19 in set number one. Abby Slack back to serve. Flat-footed shot right at Lindenfelser. Good pass, Levenhagen. Zier pounded it down. Oh, yeah. I love it when the Wildcats go to their middles. Both of those seniors are so good. Besh and Zier. Barr and Levenhagen to the bench. Astor comes in along with Davis, the tough serving center. Trailing by 3. Tough serve, but passed ahead. Bork sets middle. Blocked there and denied. Now attacking are the Oles. Hurd. Zier sends it back over. Ahead for Bork. They'll try Carpenter. Squeeze that one through the block. Palmer with a dig. Davis went up and hit it twice. Yep, 2 hits called against Davis after the big-time dig. It is set point. The Oles have lost their last 15 matches, but they're about to take set number 1 in the Butler Center tonight. Astor attacks left side. That's dug out. Fusselman into the middle, swinging was Payne, chased down by Lindenfelser and sent back over. But again, not much offense. Carpenter loads, tries to end the first set. Palmer sends it over. Oles again will try their left side. That's blocked, but kept alive sweetly by Slack and sent back over by Payne. Davis sets Astor right side to stay alive in the first set. Dug out by Angela Fusselman. Carpenter tip, blocked. Chased down by Bork. Bumped over by Johnson. Now Hurd for Davis. Zier handled onto the back row by Fusselman. There's Carpenter again. Big rally, blocked out of bounds. The Oles win set number 1. Carpenter closes it out. Set number 1 belongs to St. Olaf. They win it 25-20. An upset could be brewing in St. Paul. The Wildcats will try to bounce back and even it up a set apiece when we come back. You are listening to Wildcat Volleyball on TJSportsOnline.net.
Athletes is in the capable hands of Northfield Lines, Inc., dedicated to ensuring that your travel experience is a positive one. Call to request a quote or to make a reservation. 888-670-8068 or visit their website, northfieldlines.com. Hungry before or after the game? Visit one of the 27 locations of Noodles & Company around the metro area. For menu, hours, locations, and online ordering, go to noodles.com.
This is Sarah Eisenhower, Sports Information Director at St. Kate's. You're listening to Wildcat Athletics on TJSportsOnline.net. Go Wildcats!
Twin Cities Orthopedics offers a full spectrum of orthopedic care to individuals suffering sports-related problems and injuries. Their doctors are team physicians to the University of St. Catherine's, Augsburg College, Hamline University, and others. Visit tcomn.com. On your way to or from the game or anytime, visit your area Little Caesars. There is one just off the St. Kate's campus at 635 Snelling Avenue South. Call ahead with your order, 651-699-5551. Keep up with the activities of TJ Broadcast Services on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter at TJ Sports Online.
Hi, this is Sean Pinkerton, basketball coach at St. Kate's. You're listening to Wildcat Basketball on TJSportsOnline.net. Go Cats!
Providing innovative food and beverage solutions since 1955 is Midwest Vending. Servicing organizations large and small throughout the Twin Cities, including St. Catherine's University. Proud to offer unwavering integrity, in-demand products, Innovative technology and personal attention. Give them a call at 952-707-1990 or visit MidwestVending.com. For fitness equipment, treadmills, home gyms, exercise bikes, weights, and more, it's Push Pedal Pull. The exercise equipment experts, ready to help you with your fitness needs. Online at pushpedalpull.com. A proud supporter of St. Kate's Wildcat Sports.
All right, we welcome you back into the Butler Center here at St. Kate's on St. Catherine University campus. Right off of Randolph here in St. Paul on a cold, rainy, cruddy, windy night in the capital city of the land of 10,000 lakes. Matt Nelson alongside of our engineer Glenn Thompson. Well, first set, no blocks, but a win for St. Olaf. They get 4 kills from Curry, 3 more from Carpenter. Grimes had 3. And the Oles hit 178 on their way to winning the first set 25-20. And they go back to work with a slide here in set number 2. But misfire does Curry. Curry had a great first set with her 4 kills, but misfires this time. So 178 the hitting percentage for the Oles. They get a couple of aces mixed in there. Actually, just the 2 errors, no aces. It was the Wildcats with the 2 service aces against the 4 service errors. For the Wildcats, they hit just 068. Palmer 2 kills, Zaire had a pair, Lindenfelser 1, Besh a couple more, Astor had 3, and Zoe Barr with a couple as well. Wildcats take a 2-0 advantage here. Left side try. Dug out by Lindenfelser. Zaire is there. Bump back over. Palmer. Astor. Dug out of the back row. Now Carpenter is there. Hurd. Lindenfelser. Dug out there into the middle. And put down by Curry. Squeezed it through the block. Curry has her 5th kill. Freshman, Redwood Falls, Minnesota is Curry. And she puts the Oles on the board here in set number 2. If you're joining us late, you see it right there. So nicely illustrated by our engineer Glenn Thompson, but the Oles lead it 1-0. Overpass, jammed up Carpenter, and that's technically going to be a kill for the Wildcats. The homeliest one they'll get all season long, but a kill still the same. It puts them up 3-1. Now the Oles attack out of the middle. Dug out, back row, Lindenfelser. Cross-court shot, dug out by Carpenter. Bork settles in underneath it. Tapped over by Payne. Besh, nice high set for Astor. That's through the block and good. Sabrina Astor, her 4th kill. And the Wildcats have that many points here in the second set. It's 4-1. I imagine they had a less than thrilled head coach in Corey Phelps. He thought they had a good chance to really make this match into an exclamation point. 1 step forward, and then Shanae Hurd came up and missed on a service error. The 5th service error of the night for the Wildcats, who haven't been particularly effective in either the serve receive or the service game. Palmer, very good pass. That time, though, Davis, Astor into the net. A hitting error makes it 4-3. You heard Coach Phelps in our pregame show. He was not selling St. Olaf short. He said this is a team that's played some really close matches. Davis or Lindenfelser, yes. The Oles have lost their last 15 matches. Lindenfelser has her 2nd kill, the sophomore out of Now Then, Minnesota. But for St. Olaf, they did win a set on the road against Hamlin their last time out, but on the 21st at St. Thomas, a 5-set loss, and not far beyond that, just a couple of weeks earlier on the 7th, a 5-set loss in Winona against St. Mary's. Nice shot again, Lindenfelser, her 3rd kill. It's 6-3, St. Kate's on top in set number 2. Little note off of the volleyball court, soccer is really getting it done this year at St. Kate's. They set a school record for wins with a mark of 10-5-1. Katie Payne has her 1st kill out of Bloomfield Hills, Michigan. So 6-4 now. So 10-5-1 and a school record in MIAC wins with that 5-4 mark. Saturday they beat Gustavus 2-1. And the Gusties were the top MIAC team at the time. They also beat Augsburg earlier on this year for a big upset. They're currently tied with 3 other teams in 5th place with 15 points, and they're fighting for the playoffs. They play at 7 o'clock tonight in Winona against St. Mary's. I'd hate to be out on a soccer field tonight. It's just a miserable night. Besh has her 3rd kill in the middle. It's 7-5. Can you imagine being outside tonight working but playing soccer? Not fun. They're playing a lot of high school football as well tonight across the state of Minnesota. And an ace. Lyndon Felser as the 3rd service ace of the night for the Wildcats as she bore it down right on the shoe tops in between Grimes and Fusselman. That time Fusselman chases it down with a good pass for Bork. Turned away out of the middle was Payne. Now that's Catherine Johnson tipping it for her. Dug out. Besh ball through the middle. Bork the dig. Tap to the right side. Too tight to the antenna as Johnson ran out of space. It's a commanding 9-5 advantage early here for St. Kate's. 37 degrees, you said, your temperature outside in the Twin Cities. And it's still sleeting, we call that. I'm not ready to call it snow flurries just yet, although I did hear up in the northeast portion of the exurbs, they are seeing some snow. Palmer tapped over. Bork back sets, and we have an injury. An injured St. Olaf player goes down with 9-5 the score. The whistles came out, and the training staff will attend to the injured player who looked like maybe caught an elbow of one of her teammates. It's Katie Payne at the bottom of that pile, and she went down as soon as they went to set that side, and I just rewatched it. It almost looked like no contact, like she wasn't hit. Instead, she's favoring that right leg. It was a no contact. She went to plant and drive off of it, and that's when she went down. Our biggest well wishes for Katie Payne, sophomore, Bloomfield Hills, Michigan, I just mentioned. 5'11". Got a great training staff here who will attend to her, and we hope she gets better quick. Not sure if we'll see her again tonight, but certainly wish her the best. Sophie Schwartz is in. She'll come in, and an ace. Fusselman couldn't handle the serve from Lyndon Felser. Another ace for the Wildcats is their 4th. It's 10-5. Sophie Schwartz comes in. She's a junior out of Woodbury. She went to Hill Murray High School, and she's played a lot of points for the Oles over the years. Experienced player off of their bench. They do have a little bit of depth behind their starters. Levin Hagen in the middle for Palmer. She went way up, couldn't get it down. Bork sets the middle. Tip shot from Schwartz, and the Wildcats hit it twice. A lot of whistles tonight. Not a particularly crisp looking volleyball match, but the Wildcats will take it right now, up 10-6. Schwartz readies her serve. Palmer chased down by Levin Hagen. Lyndon Felser, back row attack is good. A roll shot buried in front of Carpenter, and Lyndon Felser, her 4th kill, makes it a 5-point lead for St. Kate's at 11-6. Besh at the service line. Bork, right side setting Johnson. Besh the dig. Back set Barr, who's had a tough night, but this time connects with a kill. One of the seniors for this team that'll be honored on Friday night against Hamlin, along with Zier and Besh for the Wildcats. The trio of seniors, 17 wins so far this year. 12-7. Zier, yes, the kill in the middle. 13-7 lead now. Amber Zier as her 3rd. And they're still tending to the injured player. Payne just behind the St. Olaf bench as the Wildcats lead it by 6. She doesn't appear to be in as much discomfort as she was just a few moments ago. That's a good sign. Davis back to serve. Off the tape and an ace. Fifth ace of the night for St. Kate's, and they've doubled up the Oles so far here in set number 2. It's 14-7. Again, Davis bombs away. Good pass, though, for Bork. Slide and a kill. Coming out of the middle and exploding was Allison Curry, her 6th kill. It's 14-8. Megan Grimes will go back to serve it. She's a freshman out of Park Rapids, Minnesota. Lyndon Felser for Davis, back setting Palmer, dug out up into the rafters, plays some Plinko, comes down. Bork was there waiting for, tapped over and carried by Fusselman. Yes, hit twice by the libero. That ball was playing Plinko upstairs. Do you like that, Glenn, when they play that on the Price is Right? That's what we just played here in the Butler Center. 15-8 now the score after the violation against St. Olaf. Plinko. It's where they drop the chip and it kind of goes like that, you know? That's what happens when they hit that ball up into the rafters here at the Butler Center. But it is a nice gym to play volleyball in. You see some of the other gyms around the conference have those much smaller ceilings, not as much room for that ball to go flying off of the dig. Cy Milby Hall over at Augsburg, very low ceiling. That ball, you know, it's like playing racquetball sometimes over there. So this is a nice facility, and they made such great improvements to it. A good home for the Wildcat volleyball team. 16-8 to score. Wildcats dominating in set number 2 as they've come to life in St. Paul.
Providing innovative food and beverage solutions since 1955 is Midwest Vending, servicing organizations large and small throughout the Twin Cities, including St. Catherine's University. Proud to offer unwavering integrity, in-demand products, innovative technology, and personal attention. Give them a call at 952-707-1990 or visit MidwestVending.com. For fitness equipment, treadmills, home gyms, exercise bikes, weights, and more, it's Push Pedal Pull, the exercise equipment experts, ready to help you with your fitness needs. Online at pushpedalpull.com, a proud supporter of St. Kate's Wildcat Sports.
This is Eric Stacy, Athletic Director at St. Catherine University. You're listening to St. Kate's Athletics. Go Wildcats.
Yeah, and we thank Eric Stacy for all of his support of TJSportsOnline.net. We're a supporter of St. Kate's Athletics, and, Eric makes these broadcasts possible so that you, the fans, can become more acquainted with Wildcats athletics and have more access to basketball, volleyball, and occasionally hockey as well. We hope you enjoy our telecast as St. Olaf comes out of their timeout and misfires. Carpenter a hitting error as she went long at 17-8, a 9-point lead now for St. Kate's. Now an ace, a service ace belongs to Anna Schrupp, who comes in out of the bench for her first appearance. Nice way to introduce yourself to the action tonight with that service ace, the 6th of the night, and she's got back-to-backers. Back-to-back aces, now 7 on the night for the Wildcats, 2 for Schrupp, and it's an 11-point lead. All St. Kate's in set number 2, making some quick work out of the Oles. Bork, left side. That's dug out, kept alive by Davis. Lyndon Felser gives it a rip with the right shoulder, and Bork goes over on second contact and scores it. First kill of the night for the setter, Bork. 19-9 now, your score. We'll have a check of your out-of-town scoreboard here momentarily. Plenty of action to report around the MIAC. Service error is the 3rd for St. Olaf. It's 20-9, an 11-point lead for the Cats. Hurd back to serve. Fusselman, not her best pass, but they managed to get it to Carpenter. Hurd was there to dig it out. Besh, boy, big swinger. Well, Besh went way up, and all that Abby Slack could do was throw her hands up so it wouldn't hit her right between the eyes. Besh has her 4th kill. It's 21-9. Hurd again ready. Wildcats working quickly. And an ace. An ace goes all the way over the net and out of bounds. It's 22-9. 8th service ace for the Wildcats. Hurd back to serve. That one bounced over the tape. Lucky bounce. Bork kept it alive. Overpass. Lyndon Felser. It's 23-9. fifth kill for Lyndon Felser. And it's a 14-point lead. And the Oles are going to use their final timeout. Imagine they'll talk about building momentum towards the third set because the Cats are 2 points away from tying this one up at 1 apiece. You're listening to Wildcat Volleyball on TJSportsOnline.net, a Glenn Thompson production.
In beverage solutions since 1955 is Midwest Vending, servicing organizations large and small throughout the Twin Cities, including St. Catherine's University. Proud to offer unwavering integrity, in-demand products, innovative technology, and personal attention. Give them a call at 952-707-1990 or visit MidwestVending.com. For fitness equipment, treadmills, home gyms, exercise bikes, weights, and more, it's Push Pedal Pull, the exercise equipment experts, ready to help you with your fitness needs. Online at pushpedalpull.com, a proud supporter of St. Kate's Wildcat Sports.
This is Eric Stacy, Athletic Director at St. Catherine University. You're listening to St. Kate's Athletics. Go Wildcats.
All right, we welcome you back in TJ Sports Online's coverage of MIAC Volleyball and St. Kate's Volleyball. Matt Nelson alongside of engineer Glenn Thompson. Hurd back to serve. Wildcats a couple of points from wrapping this one up. Bumped over. Now kept alive. Carpenter, Lyndon Felser, Davis into the middle for Best. She tried to squeeze it through. Nothing doing. High set and a score for Carpenter. It's 23-10. And another point for the Oles. Two straight out of their timeout. This time it's Sophie Schwartz teaming up with Katherine Johnson on the block. 23-11 now. Astor, nicely done off of the right side. It's set point 24-11. Astor scores. 24-11 Wildcats. Levenhagen, set point, Bork for Carpenter. Oh, good shot. Wildcats backed off of it, and it found inside the corner on the tape. It's 24-12. We play on, still set point. Who wants to end it here? Lyndon Felser, dug out by Bork, sent back over. Nice little shot by Sophie Schwartz, the veteran. Besh swung, dug out by Bork. Grimes was blocked, kept alive now. They'll try Grimes yet again. She's turned away. She'll give it a third shot. Dug out by Palmer. Let's end it here, shall we? Lyndon Felser. Dug out by Fusselman. 24-12 your score. The Oles hit it twice, and that's good enough to close it up. Not the prettiest way to end a set, but effective still the same. The Oles won the first set 25-20. Set number two, a much more lopsided affair as St. Kate's wins 25-12. One set apiece. We go to the third. We'll check the out-of-town scoreboard all when we come back on TJSportsOnline.net. You're listening to Wildcat Volleyball.
Transporting Wildcat athletes is in the capable hands of Northfield Lines, Inc., dedicated to ensuring that your travel experience is a positive one. Call to request a quote or to make a reservation, 888-670-8068, or visit their website, northfieldlines.com. Hungry before or after the game? Visit one of the 27 locations of Noodles & Company around the metro area. For menu, hours, locations, and online ordering, go to noodles.com.
This is Sarah Eisenhower, Sports Information Director at St. Kate's. You're listening to Wildcat Athletics on TJSportsOnline.net. Go Wildcats!
Twin Cities Orthopedics offers a full spectrum of orthopedic care to individuals suffering sports-related problems and injuries. Their doctors are team physicians to the University of St. Catherine's, Augsburg College, Hamline University, and others. Visit tcomn.com. On your way to or from the game or anytime, visit your area Little Caesars. There is one just off the St. Kate's campus at 635 Snelling Avenue South. Call ahead with your order, 651-699-5551. Keep up with the activities of TJ Broadcast Services on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter at TJ Sports Online.
Hi, this is Sean Pinkerton, basketball coach at St. Kate's. You're listening to Wildcat Basketball on TJSportsOnline.net. Go Cats.
Providing innovative food and beverage solutions since 1955 is Midwest Vending. Servicing organizations large and small throughout the Twin Cities, including St. Catherine's University. Proud to offer unwavering integrity, in-demand products, innovative technology, and personal attention. Give them a call at 952-707-1990 or visit MidwestVending.com. For fitness equipment, treadmills, home gyms, exercise bikes, weights, and more, it's Push Pedal Pull. The exercise equipment experts, ready to help you with your fitness needs. Online at pushpedalpull.com. A proud supporter of St. Kate's Wildcat Sports.
This is Eric Stacy, Athletic Director at St. Catherine University. You're listening to St. Kate's Athletics. Go Wildcats.
Transporting Wildcat athletes is in the capable hands of Northfield Lines, Inc., dedicated to ensuring that your travel experience is a positive one. Call to request a quote or to make a reservation. 888-670-8068 or visit their website, northfieldlines.com.
Quick, Glenn, go grab a volleyball. Well, what are you waiting for? Go down there and get a volleyball. No, not going to do it? All right, one set apiece. We're having fun tonight here at the Butler Center. We'll step aside. It's the Oles, it's the Wildcats, it's MIAC Volleyball and TJSportsOnline.net. Glenn, quick, I'm telling you, 3, 2, 1, go grab a volleyball.
Providing innovative since 1955 is Midwest Vending. Servicing organizations large and small throughout the Twin Cities, including St. Catherine's University. Proud to offer unwavering integrity, in-demand products, innovative technology, and personal attention. Give them a call at 952-707-1990 or visit MidwestVending.com. For fitness equipment, treadmills, home gyms, exercise bikes, weights, and more, it's Push Pedal Pull. The exercise equipment experts, ready to help you with your fitness needs. Online at pushpedalpull.com. A proud supporter of St. Kate's Wildcat Sports.
This is Eric Stacy, Athletic Director at St. Catherine University. You're listening to St. Kate's Athletics. Go Wildcats.
Transporting Wildcat athletes is in the capable hands of Northfield Lines, Inc., dedicated to ensuring that your travel experience is a positive one. Call to request a quote or to make a reservation. 888-670-8068 or visit their website, northfieldlines.com.
Well, a much cleaner set in set number 2 for St. Kate's and the Wildcats. They bounced back after dropping the first set by 5 points to win set number 2 by a score of 25-12. Matt Nelson alongside of our engineer, Glenn Thompson. So the Wildcats hold the Oles to just 12 points. They hit 0-6-9 did the Oles in the second set. The Wildcats rebound to hit 333 in the second game. The Wildcats now hitting 169 on the night. St. Olaf at $135. Allison Curry leading the way. She has 7 of the Oles 17 kills. Carpenter has 5 of them as well. So those two combining for a dozen of the 17 kills. Bork with 1, Payne with 1, Grimes with 3. The Wildcats being led right now by Lyndon Felser, 6 kills. She's hitting 222 on the night. Davis back to serve and an ace to get things underway in set number 3. 9th service ace of the night for the Wildcats. They were struggling in the serve receive and service game earlier on. Now they have taken control of that. Overpass. Dyer scores. What a way to start this third set. A service ace, and then one that doesn't go down as an ace but might as well be. It resulted in a freebie for Zier. It's a 2-0 lead. Lyndon Felser with the 6 kills leading the way as the Wildcats score. Yet again, they lead 3-1. Pardon me, the Oles are on the board after that service there. It's 2-1 now. Davis, Zier. That one bounces up again, chased down, but Fusselman couldn't chase it down. So a kill for Zier is her 5th. Astor with 5 kills, Besh with 4, Zier with 5 now, Palmer with 2. Janae Hurd with a dozen digs, 10 assists from Davis. That's your stats for the Wildcats. Davis will set a back row try from Schrupp. Into the middle, Sophie Schwartz scores. Hurd couldn't dig that one out. It's 3-2 in set number 3. These two teams locked at a set apiece. Zier's try is dug out. Now attacking was Catherine Johnson. Davis sends it back for Palmer. Bumped ahead. The Oles will try Carpenter. That was blocked. And now tipped to the right side. Bork finds her target. Catherine Johnson finishes it off. Johnson has her second kill. We're tied at 3 apiece. Out of town scoreboard tonight in the MIAC. There's plenty of action as the fall sports quickly approach their postseason. Men's soccer, Gustavus, a 3-1 win over Concordia. Wildcats push their lead now to 4-3. They break the tie. So men's soccer, Gustavus over Concordia. Women's soccer, I mentioned the Wildcats are out in Winona tonight taking on St. Mary's. No score update for you on that one as Astor missed everything. And we're tied at 4 apiece. There are some other scores in from women's soccer, but let's check the volleyball scoreboard. No scores reported just yet outside of the Concordia St. Thomas match. Where right now Concordia has a 1-0 lead over St. Thomas in the Red River Valley. 4-4, Besh. Dug out by Bork. Carpenter for Johnson. That's dug out. Davis now. Lyndon Felser threw everyone and hit about 8 times. So Lyndon Felser continues to lead all scores. She has her 7th kill, and it's 5-4. Davis and Astor to the bench. Barr and Levenhagen come in. 5-4 the score. Bork sets right side. That's where it's tipped over by Johnson. Levenhagen Hurd into the net as Besh came up empty-handed. We're tied at 5 apiece. I'm telling you what, folks, this is not a critique nor a criticism, simply an observation. Neither one of these teams has played their best volleyball tonight. Simply put, 5-5 the score. Boy, Sophie Schwartz goes way back to another zip code to serve that one. Besh got a big rip at it and scored. The ball goes flying over the scorer's table off the hands of Sophie Schwartz at 6-5. Besh puts some miles per hour behind her 5th kill, and the Wildcats recapture the lead. Schwartz for Bork. Now Johnson. Lyndon Felser, high, arcing dig, chased down. Palmer didn't get much of it. Grimes, dig, bumped over, and sent right back by the Wildcats. Not much in the way of bump set spike. More like chase, bump, overpass. Oles scored on a St. Kate's violation, and it's 6-6. So Concordia up 1-0 over St. Thomas. That's in Moorhead. Tonight the Augies are at home taking on St. Ben's. No update from Minneapolis on that one. That got started at 7 o'clock as well. In the net called against St. Olaf. It gives the Wildcats a 7-6 lead. Besh readies and fires. Carpenter for Bork. Back set. Missed. No touch at the net for Allison Curry. It's out of bounds. And a 2-point lead now for St. Kate's. Katie Payne still on the sidelines. She left earlier with a no-contact leg injury. Besh comes up short into the net, and it's a 1-point game. So the Augies are hosting St. Ben's. We're looking around the MIAC right now in this Wednesday night action. St. Mary's, they've got a 1-0 lead against Carleton. Through one set, the Gusties are hosting Hamlin in St. Peter. And Bethel is at home up in Arden Hills taking on McAllister. 8-8 your score as the Oles have come back to tie this one. Hurd, not her best pass. Levenhagen got it up for Palmer. Sent back over pass by the Oles. Cats should have a good look. Barr dug out. The Oldies are playing some good defense tonight. Sliding. Allison Curry sends it back. Wildcats get some help from Carpenter, who plays a ball that would have landed out. Hurd, middle. Zaire, no touch. The Oldies lead it, 9-8. Grimes at the line. Wildcats can tie it at 9 apiece, and they do. Palmer's shot is blocked out of bounds. I always laugh when I have this vantage point on this Abby Palmer. I've seen it for a few years now. She's a junior, but she can, if you look at her expression when she scores a point, it can almost trick you because she has the most dejected look on her face when she scores a point, and she was just laughing and smiling after the point, but when she went up, hit it, scored it, came down, and I've seen it 1,000 times, she tricks me into thinking it was called out or something like that because she simply looks unsatisfied with her try, but it always makes me laugh. That's concentration. You're right. Lindenfelser came up short. And the Oldies are the first to double digits at 10-9 as their lead. Send Fusselman back to serve it. Davis back sets Palmer. Watch this now. Look at that. She scored. And nothing. Going to the bench. A high five, and there's a smile. But look at that. She scored it again. You probably had a good shot at that one. I guarantee you she's done that since she was very little playing volleyball. I love it. It makes me laugh every time. I've called volleyball Big Ten, Division I, Division II, Division III. I've done it all. I never saw a player. They're normally so expressive, overly, almost annoyingly expressive. But Abby Palmer, boy, cool and steady-handed. Carpenter blocked. We play on. Bumped over by Bork. Lindenfelser there. Now Astor. Cross court and down for a point. Astor puts the Wildcats on top with her 5th kill. What's that? Yeah, making sure that it is a point before you start with the celebratory high fives. Schrupp goes long on a service error, and we're locked at 11 apiece. 7th service error against 9 aces for the Cats, so clearly serving very aggressively. Low ball for Davis, who sent it high for Astor, went cross court and got it down for a point. 12-11 the lead. Astor very active now with her 6th kill. Twelve to 11, Bork. Oldies trailing by 1. They'll tie it. Carpenter was active early. She gets her first kill of this 3rd set, and we're tied at 12 apiece. Carpenter for Palmer. Now Davis. There's Besh. And that's down for a kill. Besh scores, and it's 13-11. And we might not have an update from MIAC and their athletics.com, but Eric Stacy, the man on the street, says soccer up 1-0 at the half against St. Mary's. Good update from the boss here at St. Kate's. Nice. Good work. That team has set their season high in wins, or program high in history in wins, and now they're up 1-0 against St. Mary's. Ork sets the right side, and Catherine Johnson has her 3rd kill. Chesterfield, Missouri product with her 3rd. It's 14-13. This crucial 3rd set. And an ace. Lindenfelser couldn't chase it down. The diving serve of Sophie Schwartz is the first ace of the night for St. Olaf. We're tied at 14-14. The Oldies have clearly marked this one on their calendar. They know they beat the Wildcats last year, and they want that first conference win. New setter is Jonna Radke, and she hooks right up right away with Lyndon Felser for a kill. Pepper in as well for the first time, 15-14. Bork, middle, kill for the Oles. Allison Curry now with 8, 15 all. Winner of this third set can clinch it in the fourth. Loser would need to win 2 sets in a row. Radke, near side, Palmer, bombs away, dug out by Carpenter. Now staggering underneath it was Grimes. That's dug out by the Wildcats. Hurd and then hit twice by Radke. She carried it, and it gives the Oles the lead at 16-15. Palmer, Radke into the middle. Pepper tried with touch, couldn't get it down. Sent back over by Curry. Dug out by Lyndon Felser. Chased down by Radke. Short try by Lyndon Felser's dugout. Approaching, charging at it was Grimes. The Cats dig it with Hurd. Now Palmer, left-hand side try, dug out by Sophie Schwartz. Again, it's Grimes. Lyndon Felser into the rafters. Hurd couldn't chase it down. It's a 2-point Ole lead, 17-15, and Corey Phelps has to burn a timeout. Boy, the Oles are fighting the Wildcats here tonight. Winless on the season, but showing guts tonight in St. Paul. 17-15, St. Olaf lead.
Providing innovative food and beverage solutions since 1955 is Midwest Vending. Servicing organizations large and small throughout the Twin Cities, including St. Catherine's University. Proud to offer unwavering integrity, in-demand products, innovative technology, and personal attention. Give them a call at 952-707-1990 or visit MidwestVending.com. For fitness equipment, treadmills, home gyms, exercise bikes, weights, and more, it's Push Pedal Pull. The exercise equipment experts, ready to help you with your fitness needs. Online at pushpedalpull.com. A proud supporter of St. Kate's Wildcat Sports.
This is Eric Stacy, Athletic Director at St. Catherine University. You're listening to St. Kate's Athletics. Go Wildcats.
Transporting Wildcat athletes is in the capable hands of Northfield Lines, Inc., dedicated to ensuring that your travel experience is a positive one. Call to request a quote or to make a reservation, 888-670-8068, or visit their website, northfieldlines.com.
All right, we bring it back into St. Paul in the Butler Center. I mentioned the long losing streak for St. Olaf. They beat the Wildcats last year in 5 in Northfield. They lost to Hamlin in 4 sets as well their last time out over in that Midway neighborhood, which, by the way, is going to get a big home improvement project, if you will. They're going to get a big addition to that neighborhood, as it was announced out of the timeout, the Oles score and make it 18-15. It was announced that in that Midway neighborhood over there in St. Paul, they're going to build a soccer stadium over where that bus depot is off of 94, Snelling and University area. An ace! Oh, a service ace finds the hardwood. Catherine Johnson, her second ace. It's 19-15. Palmer pops it up. Radke for Lyndon Felser. Bork back sets into the net. And we'll call it a block. If Besh is going to call it a block with the celebration, I'll give it to him too. First block of the night for the Wildcats. They trail it by 3. Yeah, Hamlin's going to have company over there in the form of the United soccer team. Over by the train station over there. And I'd imagine there's going to be a lot of students from places like St. Kate's, McAllister, St. Thomas, Hamlin, who are going to be attendees at those games into the future. Is another recruiting opportunity for these teams to bring kids in and say, hey, look, you're a big soccer fan, you can come over, check out the games. 20-16 is the score. The Oles creeping dangerously close from going up 2-1 against St. Kate's. Attacking off of the right side was Pepper. She missed, and it's 21-16. Coach wants a timeout. He'll get it. Not a good third set so far for the Wildcats. The Oles are just 4 points away from going up 2-1. You're listening to Wildcat Volleyball.
Supporting Wildcat athletes is in the capable hands of Northfield Lines, Inc., dedicated to ensuring that your travel experience is a positive one. Call to request a quote or to make a reservation, 888-670-8068, or visit their website, northfieldlines.com. Hungry before or after the game? Visit one of the 27 locations of Noodles & Company around the metro area. For menu, hours, locations, and online ordering, go to noodles.com.
This is Sarah Eisenhower, Sports Information Director at St. Kate's. You're listening to Wildcat Athletics on tjsportsonline.net. Go Wildcats!
Twin Cities Orthopedics offers a full spectrum of orthopedic care to individuals suffering sports-related problems and injuries. Their doctors are team physicians to the University of St. Catherine's, Augsburg College, Hamline University, and others. Visit tcomn.com. On your way to or from the game or anytime, visit your area Little Caesars. There is one just off the St. Kate's campus at 635 Snelling Avenue South. Call ahead with your order, 651-699-5551.
Welcome you back out of the Wildcat timeout. 21-16 lead for the Oles as the Wildcats try to climb back and win this third set. Palmer, Radke over on second contact, got it. Boy, she's good at that. We've seen Jonna Radke when she comes in off of the bench, very adept at using that second contact shot. Muskego, Wisconsin product as the freshman. She's going to be a player in this program moving forward. Coach Phelps likes to have a dearth of setters and pick that hot hand as the season goes along. This year it kind of became Davis. And she's back to serve, 21-17. Low lining serve, popped up. Carpenter over with the left hand up, blocked Astor, a solo block. Couple of nice points, second block of the night for the Wildcats. A couple of nice points coming out of the timeout, trailing 21-16. You get the kill and now the block. Davis, tough server at the line, that's long. Oh, crucial service error, ouch. Eighth of the night for St. Kate's, 22-18 the mark. Musselman to serve it. Lindenfelser for Davis. Zier. That's dug by Johnson. Now Carpenter through the block. Dug out by Palmer. Davis. That's Astor. That's turned away. Popped up and kept alive. Now Hurd for Palmer. Cross-court kill. Would have been out of bounds, but Slack threw a hand up at it. And it went deflecting off into the bleachers. 22-19 your score. The kill cuts the lead to just 3 for St. Olaf. Schrupp in to serve, a look to the bench. He goes at Fusselman, pass it ahead. Sophie Schwartz attacks. Good dig out of the back row by Schrupp. Now popped up Astor through the tape. Bounding ball dug out by Bork. Carpenter into the block. That's turned away. Bork kept it alive. Carpenter turned down. Now Bork again tries to find the back corner. Hurd chases it down for Davis. Middle, Zier. Dug out by Slack. Tip shot. Schwartz. Hurd keeps it alive. Astor right side. Her swing is long. 23-19, a 4-point St. Olaf lead. Late stages of this third set. Lindenfelser, low pass for Davis. Attack by Astor, turned away, and that's a block. First block of the night for the Oles. It's 24-19, a 5-point lead, and set point for St. Olaf. Hurd for Davis, now Lindenfelser. Dug out overpass, Lindenfelser got to it. That was dug out by Slack. Davis now for Zier. Astor way up. Bork, what a dig out of the back row. Again, a battle. Zier won it, and the Oles ran into the net. That's 1 out of the 5 that the Wildcats need to force extra points here in this third set. 24-20. Into the middle go the Oles. Johnson couldn't put it down. Free ball. Carpenter got it. Davis lost it. And it's a point for St. Olaf. They win set number 3, just as they did set number 1 by a score of 25-20. We go to a fourth set with the Wildcats down 2-1 to a winless in the MIAC, that is, St. Olaf team, and losers of their last 15 matches. You are listening and watching St. Kate's Volleyball on tjsportsonline.net.
Providing innovative beverage solutions since 1955 is Midwest Vending. Servicing organizations large and small throughout the Twin Cities, including St. Catherine's University. Proud to offer unwavering integrity, in-demand products, innovative technology, and personal attention. Give them a call at 952-707-1990 or visit MidwestVending.com. For fitness equipment, treadmills, home gyms, exercise bikes, weights, and more, it's Push Pedal Pull. The exercise equipment experts, ready to help you with your fitness needs. Online at pushpedalpull.com. A proud supporter of St. Kate's Wildcat Sports.
This is Eric Stacy, Athletic Director at St. Catherine University. You're listening to St. Kate's Athletics. Go Wildcats.
Transporting Wildcat athletes is in the capable hands of Northfield Lines, Inc., dedicated to ensuring that your travel experience is a positive one. Call to request a quote or to make a reservation. 888-670-8068 or visit their website, northfieldlines.com. Hungry before or after the game? Visit one of the 27 locations of Noodles & Company around the metro area. For menu, hours, locations, and online ordering, go to noodles.com.
This is Sarah Eisenhower, Sports Information Director at St. Kate's. You're listening to Wildcat Athletics on tjsportsonline.net. Go Wildcats!
Twin Cities Orthopedics offers a full spectrum of orthopedic care to individuals suffering sports-related problems and injuries. Their doctors are team physicians to the University of St. Catherine's, Augsburg College, Hamline University, and others. Visit tcomn.com. On your way to or from the game or anytime, visit your area Little Caesars. There is one just off the St. Kate's campus at 635 Snelling Avenue South. Call ahead with your order, 651-699-5551. Keep up with the activities of TJ Broadcast Services on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter at TJ Sports Online.
Hi, this is Sean Pinkerton, basketball coach at St. Kate's. You're listening to Wildcat Basketball on tjsportsonline.net. Go Cats!
Well, here we go. It's going to be the fourth set from St. Paul. Matt Nelson with you here as the Oles and the Wildcats go into that fourth set with, surprisingly, St. Olaf on top, 2-1. Your scores, if you're just joining us late, St. Olaf winning sets 1 and 3 by matching marks of 25-20. The Wildcats dominated set number 2 to the tune of 25-12. Matt Nelson alongside of Glenn Thompson, who's our engineer tonight. We welcome you into sleety St. Paul on a cold fall night. We got one more volleyball broadcast for 2015, and then we look ahead to basketball and potentially a couple of hockey dates as well. Sean Pinkerton is back as basketball coach at St. Kate's and will be carrying all of their games at home for the Wildcats as well. That's always a lot of fun. St. Olaf has their sights set on their first conference win of the season. The Wildcats trying to force a fifth set. Let's do it. Carpenter left side. Corey's going a little bit deeper into his bench. Peyton Baker out for the first time today. And Carpenter again scores. As in the net was called, wouldn't have mattered. It would have been a kill for Carpenter, and the Oles still the same, 1-0. Your lead. Low lining serve by Slack Davis for Palmer, and a hitting error. Palmer went up on the right side, trying to hit it from her right to her left, and just dragged the ball right into the net with her. 2-0 lead for the Oles. In what has been a most discouraging night for the Wildcats. Davis for Hurd. Now that's Bork. Carpenter. Hurd digs that one out. Davis settles in underneath it for Zaire, and in the net is going to be called against St. Kate's yet again. Disastrous start in the first set. 3-0 is your lead. Davis for Astor. Oles cut to the middle. They are dominating, absolutely dominating right now. Grimes has her fourth kill. It's a 4-0 lead for St. Olaf, and there's got to be a sinking feeling in the pit of Corey Phelps' stomach This is the team that's lost 15 straight, and a service error puts the Wildcats on the board. And they're going to say that that was touched. The Wildcats touched it on the way by. A service ace is the third. It's 5-0. One more, and Coach, who I know doesn't want to use that first timeout this early, is going to have to. Davis for Astor. Lobs that one over, and the Oles handle it tightly to the antenna, but kept alive as the Wildcats sent it back over. Carpenter blocked. Bork kept it alive. Again, Carpenter through the block. Peyton Baker ahead for Davis, and she found Zier to put St. Kate's on the board. 5-1 your score. Bork into the middle, attacking there, and misfiring was Allison Curry. That makes it 5-2, back-to-back points for St. Kate's. They play on as Hurd dives, and St. Olaf scores. They've pushed their lead back to 4. It's 6-2, and they'll send their libero, Angela Fusselman, back to the line to serve it. Hurd the dig. Davis up for Zier. Tip shot, rattles around, and what a shot to send it back by Slack out of the back row. Wildcats rebuttal. That's dug out. Carpenter for Hurd. She pushes it ahead nicely for Zier. Baker left side, got blocked. The Oles block gives them a 5-point lead at 7-2. 7-2 is your score, and the Wildcats take a timeout, and a chagrined look on the face of Corey Phelps as his team is down 5, trailing 2-1 to the MIAC winless St. Olaf Oles.
Athletes is in the capable hands of Northfield Lines, Inc., dedicated to ensuring that your travel experience is a positive one. Call to request a quote or to make a reservation, 888-670-8068, or visit their website, northfieldlines.com. Hungry before or after the game? Visit one of the 27 locations of Noodles & Company around the metro area. For menu, hours, locations, and online ordering, go to noodles.com.
This is Sarah Eisenhower, Sports Information Director at St. Kate's. You're listening to Wildcat Athletics on tjsportsonline.net. Go Wildcats!
And a big thanks. You heard that last little bumper there, Sarah Eisenhower and her team with Athletic Communications. We thank them for all of their hard work. They're the ones that make our life pretty easy. If there's at any point, I know it is rare, but if at any point I say anything that even remotely resembles an intelligent comment, it probably came from Sarah. 7-2 the score. Fusselman the serve out of the timeout. Baker for Davis, not the best pass, but Astor managed to get a good swing on it and found the back corner for a kill. Astor has her 7th. It's a 7-3 lead now for St. Olaf as the Cats cut it to a 4-point set. Hurd back to serve. To her counterpart, Fusselman, ahead for Bork. Attacking out of the middle was Sophie Schwartz. Wildcats handled it. Besh for Astor. That's handled. Sent back over. Hurd digs. Now Davis for Bork. Second contact. Hurd couldn't chase it down. A kill for the experienced setter, the senior out of Sioux Falls, Kirsten Bork. Has her second. It's 8-3. Remember, folks, the Oles are on top. Already 2-1. Bork serves and has an ace. The Wildcats just look completely discombobulated tonight. 9-3 the score. A 6-point lead as Corey will call Baker back and send out Lyndon Felser. 6-point lead. Dave for the Oles. Lyndon Felser got blocked. Chased down by Palmer. Got out of the back row for the Oles. Attacking was Johnson. Cats defense has it. Lyndon Felser now. Bork, middle. Sophie Schwartz, tip shot. Hurd was there. Astor cross court. Bork digs it out nicely. She's such a good defensive setter. Tapped over the block. Hurd for Davis. Besh, just a fingertip on it and got it over the block. Tip shot for Besh is her 6th kill. And it cuts the St. Olaf lead to 5, 9-4 now here in set number 4. Bombs away, Carpenter on the left side. Hurd was there, got a fist on it, but not enough. 6-point lead, it's 10-4. The Oles are already in double digits. You look up, and they have essentially dominated this fourth set as they try to close it out in 4. Besh goes up, and she misfires it off of the tape. I feel like I've used the term misfired a lot tonight, and it's because I have 22 attack errors tonight for the Wildcats, and now they just got blocked. The block, Schwartz and Grimes, the second for St. Olaf. It's 12-4. Hurd for Besh. Tip shot into the back corner, and Besh with a pump of the fist, trying to keep the energy alive here in the Butler Center. The fans have not had much to cheer for. It's 12-5 here, at least in this fourth set. Really, outside of the domination in set number 2, the purple-clad Wildcat fans have not had too much in the way to get excited for. What a job by Levenhagen to pick that one off of the net to keep it alive. Now the Oles go the other way with it and score it with Megan Grimes. 5 kills for Grimes and an 8-point lead for St. Olaf. Losers of their last 15 matches. Coach Corey Phelps takes a timeout. He'll call his troops together for the final time here in set number 4. They're down 8. You're listening to Wildcat Volleyball on TJSportsOnline.net.
Transporting Wildcat athletes is in the capable hands of Northfield Lines, Inc., dedicated to ensuring that your travel experience is a positive one. Call to request a quote or to make a reservation, 888-670-8068, or visit their website, northfieldlines.com. Hungry before or after the game? Visit one of the 27 locations of Noodles & Company around the metro area. For menu, hours, locations, and online ordering, go to noodles.com.
This is Sarah Eisenhower, Sports Information Director at St. Kate's. You're listening to Wildcat Athletics on TJSportsOnline.net. Go Wildcats!
Twin Cities Orthopedics offers a full spectrum of orthopedic care to individuals suffering sports-related problems and injuries. Their doctors are team physicians to the University of St. Catherine's, Augsburg College, Hamlin University, and others. Visit tcomn.com.
All right, welcome back into St. Paul. Matt Nelson alongside of our engineer, Glenn Thompson. Shanae Hurd, 40 digs her last time out. She now has 1,470 career digs. That's number 2 all-time at St. Kate's. I'd imagine next year she will eclipse that number and be the all-time leading digger for the Wildcats at St. Catherine University. Hurd into the middle. Besh. Impressive swing as Besh comes out of the timeout. And I got a hunch the Wildcats are going to ride their senior Besh here to try to get them back into this thing. There's a 3-point run, actually a 4-1 run for St. Olaf that really built that lead up to 8. And Barr back-to-back points, and they've been hard to come by tonight for St. Kate. Zoe Barr as her second. Wildcats' 17 wins this season are the most in a single season since 2011 when that team finished 18-11. So with wins today over St. Olaf, it'd be a come-from-behind one as Besh has the ace. That's a big one. The 10th on the night for St. Kate's. 13-8 now the score. Oles are going to take a timeout. Back-to-back wins would give the Wildcats a program record in wins. We'll see if they can get it done. They trailed by as many as 8. That's been trimmed to 5. Timeout, St. Olaf.
On your way to or from the game or anytime, visit your area Little Caesars. There is one just off the St. Kate's campus at 635 Snelling Avenue South. Call ahead with your order, 651-699-5551. Keep up with the activities of TJ Broadcast Services on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter at TJ Sports Online.
Hi, this is Sean Pinkerton, basketball coach at St. Kate's. You're listening to Wildcat Basketball on TJSportsOnline.net. Go Cats!
Well, it can be a wild ride. 13-8 is the score right now. I don't think many people would have predicted coming into tonight's match that the Wildcats would need to come from behind to win this thing in 4 sets against St. Olaf, but as much as I wish the Wildcats could have just come in tonight and just blown the doors off of St. Olaf, this is what you love about athletics. If it was that easy, why would there be anyone here? Why would I be here? Why would Glenn be here turning that camera around? St. Olaf is fighting for that win, and it's up to the Wildcats to deny him of it. Barr again. She got blocked. Oh, man, she got blocked and stymied. It was Grimes and Curry teaming up on the block, third of the night for St. Olaf. That lead is back up to 6. Wildcats have heard Lindenfelser, Palmer, Barr, Levenhagen, and Zier. Levenhagen will set it for Zier. Quick set into the middle. Handled by Johnson. Now a left-hand side try. That's down. Megan Grimes got it with her 6th kill. 15-8 is your score. The Oles can win it with 10 more points. Johnson for Lindenfelser. Now Palmer. Dug out by Sophie Schwartz. Bork. High set through the block. Zier sent it back for Lindenfelser, who retreated and sent it over. Bork's try turned away. She'll set the pin instead with Megan Grimes. Nothing doing. Palmer sends back our best volley of the night. Bork on second contact. Zier got a hand on it. Now Palmer into the net. A hitting error. It's 16-8. The hitting errors continue to pile up for the Wildcats. That is their 25th error against 43 kills. And we're not even through 4. Levenhagen for Barr. That's blocked. That's blocked. Grimes and Curry. The block has shown up in this 4th set for St. Olaf. And Coach Phelps just tried to take a timeout. He's all out. 17-8. Wildcats clearly flustered right now. Zier, tip shot, kept alive. Bork chased it down. And a solo block for Barr. Big play as it was Curry attacking. She was denied, checked out. It was Megan Grimes. And the block makes it 17-9. Bumped ahead. Sent back. Tapped over by Carpenter. Davis. Now Zier was there. Carpenter back for Bork. Attacking was Curry. Dug out Lindenfelser. Cats go to the right side. Astor couldn't put it down. Into the middle, Zier. Bork turned that away. Wildcats need to show some resiliency to come back and win this thing. Zier, middle, yes! Way up. One-on-one, middle on middle. And it was Zier getting the better of Curry. Wildcats are in double digits. It's 17-10. St. Olaf on top. Davis. Low lining serve. What a perfect pass for Bork all day long. Good pass, and Curry has the kill. It's her 11th, 18-10 lead for the Oles, who look like a team not necessarily in the mood to give up any kind of long sustained runs for St. Kate's. We'll see if the Wildcats can force the issue. Davis, Astor's on the left side. That's through the tape and bounced up by Johnson. Bork sets near side. Carpenter, Hurd, Davis, Wildcats middle. Zier is dug by Grimes. Now again Carpenter. Hurd chases it down. Lindenfelser wants to set left side for Palmer. That was blocked. Bork kept it alive. Carpenter hit it, and that is 4 hits. I think Bork hit it twice. And that's where that 4th hit came from. 18-11 now. The Oles by 7, and Palmer's had a rough night. She just misfired on a service error, her 9th. If the Wildcats want to mount a comeback, they had better do it sooner rather than later. Davis for Zier, tip shot, bounced up, and in the net is called against the Oles. Ellison Curry went into the net. Pardon me, it was Zier. Zier went into the net, and it's 20-11, a costly mistake. And an ace. Lindenfelser couldn't dig out the serve by Angela Fusselman, and I can't believe what I'm seeing, a blowout in set number 4, regrettably for the Wildcats. Fusselman comes up short with a service error. Man, Corey Phelps is going to be scratching his head when he watches the tape of this one. Wildcats will close out their season against the Hamlin Pipers on Friday night. We'll have it for you here on TJ Sports Online.net. There's a block. Besh and Astor team up on the block. They turn away Slack and Schwartz. 21-13 is your score. That's an 8-point lead for St. Olaf. They need just 4 more to go home victors here tonight, but a hitting error will take those. Carpenter misses. 21-14. Wildcats can't afford to trade points. They need a long, sustained drive of points. Hurd, service dug out. Borg got it to Carpenter. The Oles have gotten some good setting out of the experienced Bork. Davis pops it over, but it's out of bounds. 22-14. Bork on the night, 3 kills and 27 assists, 13 digs. Right side, Astor, Wildcats connect. It's 22-15. Astor's been very good tonight. Sabrina's got 9 kills. Tied with Besh for the team best. 22-15, Levenhagen the serve. Short serve, Bork sets the slide. Sophie Schwartz dug out by Palmer. Levenhagen for Schrupp, who's in hitting on the left side. That's dug out. The Cats trailing this thing by 7. Hurd, Levenhagen, Besh left-hander, handled by Catherine Johnson. Now Bork pops it straight up in the air. Dug out by Hurd, Levenhagen, Schrupp. That's dug out by Slack into the middle. Schwartz, Hurd is there to digging it out. Good defense by the Wildcats, and a kill for Schrupp. Yes, there's life. There's life in the Wildcats. Coach Phelps goes to his bench and gets the kill from Schrupp. 22-16. Wildcats trail it by 6. Would be an improbable comeback, but not yet what you'd call insurmountable. A smile and a serve from Levenhagen. Overpass. Besh! Besh pounds it down. I'd imagine St. Olaf will take a timeout. It's 22-17. Checking out their interim head coach, and he'll let him play on, does Walt Weaver. Bork. Good run of volleyball by the Wildcats. Actually, their best of the night has cut the St. Olaf lead to 5, and it's going to be 4. Again, the Wildcats go to Schrupp on the left side. She connects. It's 22-18. Levenhagen again working quickly. That's 4 straight for St. Kate's. That's what they needed, that long run of points. Bork from her knees sets Carpenter. That was dug out, blocked and dug out. Now a right side try by Johnson, misses, and it's a 3-point game. 5 straight for St. Kate's, and they trail it 22-19. St. Olaf timeout. Thrilling end to set number 4 when we come back from St. Paul.
Providing innovative food and beverage solutions since 1955 is Midwest Vending. Servicing organizations large and small throughout the Twin Cities, including St. Catherine's University. Proud to offer unwavering integrity, in-demand products, innovative technology, and personal attention. Give them a call at 952-707-1990 or visit MidwestVending.com. For fitness equipment, treadmills, home gyms, exercise bikes, weights, and more, it's Push Pedal Pull. The exercise equipment experts, ready to help you with your fitness needs. Online at pushpedalpull.com. A proud supporter of St. Kate's Wildcat Sports.
All right, here we go. It's set number 4. The Wildcats fighting for their lives. St. Olaf trying to get their first conference win of the season. 22-19 is your score. Matt Nelson alongside of our engineer. He is Glenn Thompson. Wildcats have strung together 5 points in a row with their setter Levenhagen at the service line. St. Olaf uses up each and every second of that timeout before sending their squad back out on the floor. It's Besch, Barr, Schrupp, Hurd, Palmer, and Levenhagen for the Wildcats. For the Oles, they've got Schwartz, Johnson, Bork, Fusselman, and Slack in there, along with Carpenter, who takes the swing. Palmer digs, need the point. Besch through the block, dug out by Slack, kept alive. Carpenter turned away. Schwartz keeps it alive. Bork will set Johnson. She tips and scores. 23-19. You can tell right now in the faces, the fist pumps, and the smiles from St. Olaf that a team that has played a couple of sets to a couple of teams till 5, but has lost 15 in a row and hasn't won yet in the conference this season, is starting to smell it. Besch couldn't get it down. Fusselman was there. Bork sets Schwartz, and she got stymied. Besch was there to block it. A solo block for the Wildcat. Middle blocker is her third of the night. It's 23-20, the St. Olaf lead in set number 4. Wildcats desperately trying to force a 5th set. Serve goes long. Oh, Schrupp too strong on the serve. 10th service error means that it's 24-20. Match point for St. Olaf. The Wildcats will need 4 in a row to force extra points here in set number 4 on their home floor. Palmer overpass. Johnson ends it. Johnson ends it with her 5th kill. And a 25-20. That was the magic number tonight for St. Olaf. They win sets 1, 3, and 4 by the scores of 25-20. The Wildcats drop this one, and St. Olaf gets off of the schneid. They are now 1-9 in the conference. They snapped their 15-match losing streak and improved to 9-18 overall on the season. For St. Kate's, 17-13, and now 3-7 in the bunched-up bottom half of the MIAC. Your final stats: Carpenter with 10 kills. Allison Curry had a dozen. For the Oles, Megan Grimes with 7. Sophie Schwartz came in off of the bench with a pair. For the injured Payne for the Wild on the night, by the way, St. Olaf hits a $138. They come up with, by my count, 4 blocks, and that's what they have on the official stats as well. So 4 blocks for St. Olaf, who improves to 1-9. For St. Kate's, Abby Palmer, 5 kills. Amber Zier, 5 kills coming on 24 tries. Tough night for Abby. Amber Zier, 8 kills on 29 swings. Davis with 22 assists. Lyndon Felser, 8 kills. She hit 143 on the way to it. Besch, 10 kills. Astor with 9. Schrupp had a pair. And Zoe Barr had 5. It's senior night on Friday night. The Wildcats host Hamlin. So for Athletics Director Eric Stacy, Athletic Communications Sarah Eisenhower, and Head Coach Corey Phelps, I'm Matt Nelson signing off for our engineer Glenn Thompson. We'll talk again on Friday night. Until then, go Wildcats!